Hey guys, it's Mozeen here, and we just got the friendly challenge update in Clash of Clans this week. So I wanted to run through some of the new features and some of the tweaks and balancing updates they've made this week. I'll go through all of those changes, and I'll share with you my thoughts on those. So first, of course, is the friendly challenge update. So you see the new chat window as well here, but up at the top you can initiate a challenge. It shows you what clan castle troops you have, because that'll be important when people challenge you. It's also important that your heroes are up if you want those to be up when they attack your base. You can slide it to pick any of your 6 layouts, war layouts or regular layouts, and you can see a couple of them have locks on it. That's because when you make changes to your base, there's a 24-hour delay. And this is so that people aren't copying the enemy's bases during war and just repeatedly practicing on those bases. So they also made it so that you can't scout those villages, the exact war bases that they're using during the prep day. So there's a 24-hour delay, and then you're only going to see their bases for 24 hours during the actual active war. So I can initiate a challenge here. I'll pick my current war base, hit start. There we go. You can see several guys have been practicing on me. I can also choose to attack Jericho here. Shows me my troops, just like a war attack. You can go in. The great thing is you don't lose any of your troops. We can just do a quick attack here. Not really paying much attention here, but we'll do a quick attack. You don't lose any of your troops. You don't lose any of your heroes. It's going to be a horrible attack, but just to show you that nothing lost. Here go all my wall breakers. Everything's going in. Very fast attack, rushed attack here. Let's see if I can get that town hall. I think I'll get it. Let's go, go, go. My healers went down. I can finish this off though. At least the 1 star. Go ahead and end that. So you can see, still keep all my units. My heroes are still up. I still have a full clan castle even though I used that. So it's a lot of fun. It's great for just practicing. In the past, we haven't had the ability to just back-to-back do practices. Look how much Jericho's been pounding on me just time after time after time. So I can initiate more challenges for him to keep practicing his attacks on. Some of the other changes they made, so cannons now go up to level 14 at Town Hall 11. So you can see I have one upgrading here, 8.5 million, 12 more damage. Since so many people are doing ground attacks, I think this is a great change. I can't wait to get back to air attacks. And speaking of that, there are 2 new upgrades available now in the lab. So one is the Hound. You can see I'm doing that, 150,000 dark, and you can see the stat changes there. And then also the new balloon level. So balloons can now go up to level 7, which I'm extremely excited about. Again, both of these upgrades are at Town Hall 11, but look how much more damage these balloons will do and how many more hit points they have. That's going to be a huge change, I think. So it's an expensive upgrade, but it's definitely the next one on my list, and I can't wait to get back to air attacks. Bowler housing space is reduced to 6, so you can see my farming army here. I love starting out with a bowler walk, and that reduction in housing spaces gave me 14 more spaces to use. I think most of that I've adapted to using more wall breakers, bringing those to the party. Spring traps now level up, so make sure to do that. They're pretty cheap upgrades. Every time you upgrade them, you get 1 more capacity, and that capacity is the spring capacity for building spaces. So capacity of 16 is 2 Valkyries, and that's the first upgrade. So level 1, the spring capacity is 15. It goes up to level 5 with a spring capacity of 19. So the most important upgrade, in my opinion, is that first one where it lets you get 2 Valkyries on 1 spring. some of the other changes here. Changes to donations. Let's see if there's anyone I can donate to. Not right now. Let me send a request. Someone request, please, and we'll go back. Someone's doing a challenge attack here, so you can watch those live as well, and it shows how many spectators are watching up in the top, so that's kind of cool. New edit tools. So when you edit your village, there's a few new tools now. You can do a scout view, so you can see what people will see when they're attacking you. No traps. You can also see if you have an open space in the middle of your village that you missed. You can do wall view, which helps you quickly see if you messed up any of your walls, which is really nice. And then I think my favorite thing is move all. So you can move your whole base around, which I always like to have my base actually up in a corner as much as possible. I just think it leaves attackers less room on two sides of your base to start their attacks from, and forces them to kind of compress their army. So I like doing that. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, the other thing there is you can do a photo mode. So I always take screenshots of the base designs I like, so I can reuse them in the future, so that's pretty handy. You can click to get back out of that. They initially planned on having it so that you could drag troops up to the queue or change the order of troops in the queue, but I think they had to remove that. There was an issue with that, so that's no longer active for the time being. If you tap your builders up here, if you have a free builder, it'll give you a suggestion for what to build next. It only gives you one suggestion though, or one per builder that you have open. So I found it to be of limited use. I have a Town Hall 8 or 9 account, and it keeps telling me to upgrade the same things, which I'm not interested in upgrading. So limited use there, but it does let you know if you think you're a maxed out base. Maybe you're not. So that's handy. And then let's see if anyone's done a donation. Awesome. Okay. So one of the great things here is you can see how many more troops I have that I can donate from. I don't have all these troops, but the great thing is that you can see I only have 1 golem and 4 wizards, for example, but I have 3 wizards that are queued up and ready to join my army as soon as I lose some troops. Same with a golem, and same with the second spell. So when I go to donate now, I can actually donate that second spell or that second golem from here. And the nice thing is, if I donate that second golem, those housing spaces won't fill in with the wizards like they would have in the past. I don't have to unqueue all my wizards so I can donate a golem. I can just donate the golem right out of the queue, so it works really well. It also lets you donate dark spells that you don't intend to use, and you don't end up making dark spells that you can't use, which is really nice. Unfortunately, I don't have the right things to donate to Achilles here. The other thing they've changed is you can now gem donations, so you can hit the donate now button, and I can donate him a balloon, even though I have no balloons. So there I just gemmed a balloon for him and sent it right over. Didn't have to add it to my production queue or anything, so that's pretty nice. Other changes, so new content. So they've added a new Dark Elixir spell. If I can get my Dark Elixir base here. You do have to upgrade your Dark Spell Factory. You can see that's 4.5 million. I don't want to lose my Spell Factory for 10 days, and I don't want to gem it, so I'm holding off. But the new spell is available, I believe, at Town Hall 9. Yes, Town Hall 9. And this is a skeleton spell. So I think this will be a great spell. Again, skeletons don't trigger the the giant bombs, but it could be very useful for triggering the clan castle troops. So I think that'll be interesting once people start using it more. There's also a new elixir spell. So if I go there, and this is available at Town Hall 10, so no upgrade to the spell factory was needed for this one, but this is the clone spell. And this actually takes 4 housing spaces, but it looks pretty neat in some of the videos I've watched. It allows you to actually create troops on the other side of a wall in some cases, which is interesting. I don't know if it's worth 4 housing spaces. I think it would be awesome if it were 3 housing spaces, because you always have that odd spell space. But I think this could be very useful in the future once we start using it. A couple new troops. So I have, so all of your barracks have 2 new levels. You can see I have this one upgrading here, 3 million to go to level 11. I think it's about 4 or 4.5 million to go to max them out at 12. But you can see the 2 new troops, the baby dragon. And the awesome thing about the baby dragon is he actually enrages when no other air units are within a certain range of him. So I think baby dragons will actually be great for ground attacks. So your go wee wees or those types of attacks, or even Valkyrie attacks, throw a couple baby dragons on the outside edges to clear some of those. And they have a ton of hit points too, so they can take some fire from air defenses or archer towers. So that'll be an interesting unit to see how people end up using it. I think mostly for ground attacks though, so you can take advantage of that in Rage. And then the miner. I like the miner a lot. Some of the videos I've seen with the miner just look really great. Not as a main unit, but as a cleanup unit. So if you have 10 of these, they're only 5 housing spaces each, so 5 or 10 of these guys at the end of your raid, they have quite a few hit points, and they go underground so they can't be hit when they're traveling between buildings. And they're pretty quick once they, if you get a group of 10 going after the same buildings, they pop up, take out that building, and pop back down again, and they can't be hit. So very effective for cleanup. I like it a lot. So that's about it, guys. Let's see if anyone has any requests, or I can show you the donation. Not at the moment. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments section what you think of the update, or if there's anything I missed that you want to share with everyone. Thanks for watching.